Well, if you haven't heard about the Capital City Condors, a very special group of people on the ice and behind the scenes as well. Right now we have the president and co-founder, Capital City Condors. His name is Jim Perkins, joining us right now. Hello, Jim.
Hello. Nice to see you.
It's
I like
so
your
good
pin,
to have
by
you
the
here.
way.
Yeah, yes, I'm wearing a Capital City Condors pin right there. I am a huge supporter of what you do, what the hockey club stands for. For those who haven't heard about the Capital City Condors, please tell us what you're all about.
It's just, it's an amazing group of people that we kept going to the rink and just being introduced to different people, and we never saw them have the chance to participate in getting on the ice themselves. So it's a team of, it's a group of hockey teams for individuals with special needs that, because of their challenges, there's nowhere else that they can play. So this gets them front and center.
Incredible. Now it's grown over the years. You are celebrating your 10th anniversary.
10 years. Yeah,
so you started out with a few players, but now it's grown. So
yeah,
where
we started out with
now?
3. So we didn't even know if there would be enough of a demand really to get a program together. So we started with 3, ran a little summer camp, and then at the end of that week, the parents asked us, "Can you keep it going? We'll help spread the word." So 10 years later, we've got 115. So
115. Okay, what are the ages? Because I keep thinking kids, but I mean, what ages are you looking at?
When we started, we kind of capped it at 20, but a couple of years in, the players were hitting 20, and we didn't really have an option for them at that point.
They wanted to keep playing.
So our youngest player is 6, and our oldest is 34.
Okay, and here we have a group right here, a bunch of the players. Looking happy.
Oh,
There's Jim right in the front. Okay, so it's got to bring a smile to your face to see these kids being able to play hockey where they probably didn't have a chance to before.
It's just an unbelievable experience. The kids are the story. The kids and the parents. The parents are some of the most heroic people we know, and getting to be a little part of their lives is very meaningful.
Okay, so you are actually going to be attending a festival coming up in April. So tell us about this important festival.
Yeah,
it's out of the country. It's
out of the country. We've gone to 3 of these. It's the USA Disabled Hockey Festival, and it's in Chicago this year. So we're taking a couple teams down. And it's a very unique, it's a big tournament that they put on for 5 different disciplines. So there's a blind hockey program, a deaf hockey program, sled, amputee, and then special, what we do. So it's a pretty neat group of people and very motivating to be there.
How long will you be down there for?
We're going to be there for 4 days. So we're playing, all our games are compressed into 2, but the families are making a little bit more of a trip out of it.
So how many players are you bringing with you?
Close to 30 to that one, yeah. So it's a
big party.
Pretty big thing.
Okay, not to be outdone, I mean, you've got so much coming up here. We're going to run out of time for sure. But I mean, you've got a banquet, awards, and dance coming up in May.
That's our annual. The end of the season, we do an awards ceremony, and we give each of the kids is recognized for the improvement that they've made, and that's something too to see the program grow. The first one we had, it was in a Legion Hall, and we kind of packed that out and had 62 people, and we were wondering, what if we get bigger? So last year we had 300, and the Brook Street is amazing, and they let us have the ceremony there, and it's just turned into quite an event.
Okay, what's the date for that?
May 26th, Saturday night.
So is that open to the public then?
Or we would like to do that, but we actually have filled the room the last couple of years, so we'll get word out about that if there is extra room. But it's really a night that focuses on the kids, making them front and center, and recognizing all the progress they've made.
How difficult was it when Kyle Turris was traded away? Because he was pretty much your what would you call his role?
He's our honorary captain, and is still our honorary captain. I think for us it was very different than the rest of the community. Even to the kids, they didn't so much lose their favorite senator, they lost their friend. And that's what Kyle is to them. He's their friend. So when we got to see him after the game when Nashville was here in February, and he provided seats for about 150 kids to be able to go. And then he spent an hour with us afterwards, and just one child after another, and saying, we got to see our friend Kyle. So the
good news is that he's coming back to town then.
Yeah, spending his summers here, golf tournament. He's still participating in that. He'll be there to. It's a good thing we moved it back a couple weeks, because he could be in for a playoff run from the looks of things.
You never know what's going to happen.
I know.
with the NHL, right? Okay, so the golf tournament is going to have Kyle in attendance. So when is the golf tournament happening?
June 18th.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Third Monday in June,
The news that you've got here, you're breaking all kinds of news, so even more teams are going to be added?
Yeah, we're working right now with a group in Montreal, so we hope to have another team on the ice in Montreal this fall. It'll be the first presence of special hockey in the province of Quebec, and I'm from there, so that's pretty meaningful to me. There's another group in Quebec City that's already inquired if the Montreal program takes off, and any chance we have to try to help another area get something started, it's meant so much to us. It seems like a worthwhile venture.
Wow, and you're even working on a book at this point as well. So
yeah, that's still a little bit in the infancy stages, but it's going to be called Bigger Than Hockey, and it's telling these families' stories, because they have taught us so much over the last 10 years about what their lives are like, about walls that they faced and things that they were told that their child would never accomplish, and how much they've overcome. It's incredibly motivating and encouraging stories, and I think, you know, we're a little bit better off, all of us, the more we interact with families like this and can learn from them. So we'll tell their stories.
So if there is a family, if there's a young person who would like to be a part of the team, to find out more information, I guess you go to capitalcitycondors.org.
Yep, we had an inquiry yesterday afternoon about another new player, even though we only have a couple weeks left. We welcomed a new player on the ice last week, and we got another inquiry just yesterday afternoon.
Jim Perkins, thank you very much, Capital City Condors.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Doing amazing things in our community. The executive chef from the Lord Elgin Hotel joins us in moments right here on Daytime.